Hamster as a pet. Pros and cons. Hamsters are the most popular pets after cats and dogs. They are cute, funny, cheap, and are always available in nearly any pet store. Besides, hamsters have many advantages. However, as in the case of any other animals, keeping them at home has some disadvantages. Easy to tame. The hamster quickly gets used to hands. However, he also promptly weans from them. So if you don't want your pet to be afraid of contact with you, try to frequently take it in the palms of your hand and hold it gently, without squeezing or hurting it. In this case, communication will be enjoyable for both of you. You can teach the beast to take food from your hand. The hamster can learn to react to its name, get out of the house, and run towards the call. However, such a result is achieved only by constant communication and patience. Easily endures loneliness. What advantage hamster has compared to a cat and a dog? Well, the obvious one is that it doesn't need to be walked around and does not require a lot of attention. It's not so attached to its owner that it'll get bored in their absence, which means it won't voice when nobody's home. Hamsters are generally silent creatures, and they squeak only in pain or during fights with congeners. If you need to leave home for a few days, it is enough to leave the beast enough water and grain. There is no need to ask someone to look after it while you're away. Unpretentious in food. In nature, hamsters eat both vegetable and animal food. Any pet shop sells a dry cereal mix. You can feed the hamster with fresh vegetables, fruit, herbs, bread, milk, and cottage cheese. Even dog or cat food is allowed to be fed to this little monster. They need very little food, only 10 to 20 grams per day, so you can afford to spend on the best one. However, keep in mind that you can't give food from your table, especially if it's fat, salty, spicy, or fried. All positive. Every owner of a furry pet knows that hamsters are best for positive emotions. When this warm, fluffy creature sits in the palm of your hand and looks at you with big black eyes, or grabs a piece of carrot with the front paws and moves his mustache funnily, all the troubles suddenly disappear without a trace and are forgotten. Observing how hamsters play, run in a wheel, or a special transparent ball can be entertaining for a whole family. These little animals rarely sit still. Offsprings. When you get to know the pros and cons of keeping hamsters in an apartment, you can't help but think about the relationship between the sexes. It is curious to watch the courtship, but even more exciting when a family of rodents appears offspring. This event will be most memorable for the kids. It will be informative and useful for them to watch how tiny mothers and fathers take care of their offspring, and how blind pink worms become fluffy and adult hamsters in just a month. Good health. Compared to other pets, hamsters are not subject to many diseases. If they're not shaking from the cold or suffocating from the heat, they will safely live their short life without getting sick. The symptoms of illness are the same as in all animals. An on-time diagnosis will help cure your pet quickly. By choosing a breed, going through all the pros and cons of the hamsters in the house, the fact that they get sick less than others can be crucial. As you can see, these animals will not cause much trouble in terms of care and nutrition, but instead will bring a lot of joy. However, along with its undeniable advantages, hamsters have a few drawbacks. Making a noise at night. Hamsters are mostly night animals. After they slept in their cabin most of the day, once it gets dark, they start running around the cage actively and make noise. Because of these features, a cage with a hamster should not be placed in a bedroom while during the day. It is not recommended to wake the animal even if you want to talk to him. Instincts dictate this behavior, and it is not right to make adjustments by forcing the animal to change its daily routine. The animal's inability to sleep in peace is dangerous for his health and mood. The owner is not really the owner. The hamster's intelligence and emotional sphere are much worse developed than that of cats, dogs, parrots, and even rabbits. This means that you cannot expect the complex emotional reactions and gentle affection to arrange fun games with him. If you leave the cage door open, the hamster will probably run away, and it will have to be looked for a long time, turning over all furniture in the apartment. The beast will not come out at the call of the owner. Instead, it will arrange a hole in the most remote corner of the house and will ultimately go wild in 3 to 4 weeks. Chewing is life. A hamster is a representative of rodents. Its front teeth are continually growing, so the beast actively sharpens them on all available objects. Therefore, you'll have to periodically change all the wooden and plastic elements installed in the cage. And when you let them walk outside, you need to be careful so that it does not chew on wires or ruin the upholstered furniture and your clothes with its teeth. Short lifespan. These rodents do not live long. The maximum lifespan of a Syrian hamster is 6 years, while the Hungarian hamster rarely exceeds 18 months. If the animal is planned to be taken for a child, you should be prepared to comfort the baby in the event of imminent death. Easy prey. If there are other pets in the house, problems may arise in the relationship between the animals. Cats are particularly curious about rodents, and their hunting instinct takes its toll. In this situation, The main thing is to lock the cage tightly and not leave your pets alone. However, some representatives of the cat family are not aggressive towards these rodents. Overall, hamsters, like other animals, need care and attention. They can cause minor inconveniences, but the positive emotions they will give will overcome all the disadvantages. To understand whether to own a hamster, you must weigh all the positive and negative nuances and take responsibility for your choices. Do you think you're ready for everything mentioned above? Answer in the comments section. Make sure to share with us why you want to have this animal. Thanks for watching.